Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is I, your friendly neighborhood Prax, and this is the Dark Future, where I'm not in charge of everything, so I'm going to punt it to the fabulous Pope.
Hello, folks. Hope you're local on the internet, so let Blue Sky and start playing games. Welcome on in. Let's enjoy some dark, flung, far future, a dystopia we choose. Welcome to Warhammer 40k night and the complaint department. Let's quickly go around, see who we all have here tonight, who they are playing, and most importantly for the upcoming story, I'd like to know your worst fear in character.
Oh.
So let's start off oddly and go with Quentin.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, this is Arvandus on the internet. Today I am playing Quentin, a gentleman, Voidborn, who's part of this complaint department as a stealth expert, shooter, and generally, at least in my opinion, very handsome man. And my greatest fear, my greatest fear is that the unseen threat that will kill me. I'm fine with an enemy in front of me, or an enemy I'm hidden inside, ready to shoot at, but something in the darkness, like whispering to me that's gonna kill me, like say someone in some alien in the grates waving at me saying no one will believe me. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that at all.
Delightful. Speaking of delight, hi PB, how you doing? Tell us about yourself, your character, and their greatest fear.
Hi, I am PB, and today I'm going to be playing Octavia, who is a zealot. And I would say her greatest fear is probably just somehow accidentally like committing a capital H heresy. Like that, like like the things kind of like how one dreams about being back at school, or like they forgot homework, even though they haven't been in school for I don't know like 20 years. That's like how she dreams about a capital H heresy, and that is her biggest nightmare. That would be the worst thing that could ever happen to her.
Speaking of the worst, hi Obscurus, how you doing?
Hi everybody. It's Dan and uncivilized dad on the internet, playing, of course, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the machine, and Gensiro Obscurus, who was not going to take that one personally at all. I think he's his greatest fear. For a man who finds the sort of exhaust vent tunnels of a ship, a quasi, picture instead that same man dropped into the middle of, say, some kind of jungle or vast plain in some uncivilized, god's forsaken, emperor forsaken, omnissiah forsaken, even backwater, in which the most advanced piece of technology on that just piece of rock is him, and so the thought of being cut off from the wonders of the omnissiah haunts what passes for his nightmares.
Excellent. And transitioning from the man who has everything, maybe too much, to the woman who is capable of maybe getting everything. Hi, Diamond.
Oh, hello, Sugar. How you doing tonight? You had a question. Hi, everybody. I'm your friendly neighborhood Prax. Praxagorth as my forays, see me around here on Twitch, and Prax the Bard over on Instagram, Hive, and Blue Sky. In the answer to the question, Diamond does have concerns, like minor concerns. Her biggest concern and worry is really not having the required equipment necessary to keep these fine folks breathing. So that's a very important thing that she, you know, makes sure of on repeat, on the regular. It's why she's so good at talking to people.
Awesome. Let's just keep all those thoughts in mind as we zoom back in with our group. A regiment currently stationed on board the Righteous Indignation as it is transiting through the warp to the Macarian sector. We got to see a lot of but not nearly all the inside of the Righteous Indignation. And we left off with two individuals maybe having gotten a visit by the Butcher. Who's the Butcher? Well, that's what gods are for. But for now, we get this wonderful, like, exterior shot of the Righteous Indignation in all of its full lunar class cruiser glory, going through the warp to the sounds of Metallica's Seek and Destroy. As one of my minor bits, bobs, borrows from others, I love the concept that a minor group of Adeptus Sororitas found this collection of music dating from before the Dark Age of technology. And since it's obviously from the age where the Emperor walked the earth, it is sacred. And amongst that collection is, the works of, say, Metallica, Bruce Springsteen, and others. And so, but they really, found that some of the more, what we refer to punk rock tunes, were great for drilling. And so they took all of this sacred art and music and incorporated it into their persona. By all means, keep in mind that the Adeptus Sororitas does, in fact, recruit from Necromunda. And so maybe some Eshers get recruited into that specific group, and find that they don't have to necessarily do anything with their hair. It's perfectly acceptable the way it is. So, for all of my modders out there, enjoy. Make the punk sisterhood. But with that, we follow where the sound is coming from. Now, you would think it would be this group's boombox. You'd be wrong on this one occasion. It seems like another group of individuals has their own music playing device. But this is not someplace new aboard the vessel. This is someplace that Octavia has visited recently. This is the drilling room, more of a large football field inside this vessel, that serves multiple purposes: obstacle course, physical training range, actual firing range, aboard the vessel. And we see that the music that we heard earlier is coming from, of all things, the phonograph. Because even in the dark, far-flung future, vinyl is superior. As these individuals are all going about doing their daily PT, is amongst this group of familiar faces who just recently decided to see just how far one could toss a zealot. The answer was quite far. But genetic enhancement aside, these folks are going about their their regular day to their sacred tunes, that's when things go ever so slightly awry. Warp travel is hazardous at the best of times. Yes. Fate points do refresh. I see that little message. And even with Geller fields, things can flicker. Or they don't flicker at all. It's just the warp is that fucking bad. Normally, navigators are able to foresee the different shoals and tides of the warp. But sometimes in the depths of what we would call hell, the weather is unpredictable. And so the entire ship starts to shake as you experience warp-borne turbulence. Now, to start the day off, we need some rolls. And the first of those rolls is I need everyone to give me an athletics test.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Funnily enough, this is one of the things that Diamond is actually good at, to a moderate degree.
Oh, wow. One level success. I am shocked.
I'm not even.
Well,
Hmm.
I see that most of you were caught unawares.
Yeah, that sucks.
Astounding failure.
That is amazing.
That's a
So,
lot.
Quentin, good news. in the quake, you managed to immediately put yourself in the doorway.
Mhm.
Fortunately, this kept the rest of your crew out of the doorway. So, I would like for each of you to take damage equivalent to your level of failure.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Mhm, mhm.
Great.
That one.
So it's that. Are we talking? So it's just the two then, right?
Yeah, it's just 2
A
damage for
negative
you.
number.
Mhm.
However,
A substantial amount for me.
Obscurus, please
Mhm.
describe for us what fell on you.
I mean, as a tech priest, usually the problem is when I fall on something else. But in the dark grim future of space, luggage space is still at a premium somehow, and there are pallets and boxes and things held up above our heads at all times, usually by a very secure network of ropes and all
Yeah.
manner of devices. Point is, one of those fell off.
Yeah.
While I was completely unaware.
Yeah, no. One of the bolts securing a
Ooh.
fully secure cable that's holding a sizable overhead compartment for a lot of your military grade gear. It's not just your pack, but your squad's packs,
There we go.
that come falling down and don't quite crush you to death, but definitely what flesh is still there is now bruised.
Mhm.
All right. So remind me how we enter this correctly. So are those two counting as wounds?
Those are 2 wounds.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
And and the fun thing is, with this system, most environmental damage immediately bypasses armor.
Yeah, I figured.
That's about right.
All right, y'all, sound off. Who's bleeding and/or otherwise impaired? God, my neck.
Ow.
I'm surprisingly doing okay. Quite well, really.
Okay. Obscurus, let me see if I can't fix some of that for you. It's just a straight human Medicaid check on that, right?
Yes,
Right.
because right now it's the meat parts there.
Mm-hmm.
For the non-meat parts, you actually have to make a tech roll.
Yeah, I don't do that. I mean, I can do some of that, but oh, an impressive success.
Ooh, not bad.
Hey. In this case, since you're not in the middle of a freaking firefight,
Yeah.
Obscurus, let's say that you get 3 of those wounds back.
I'll take them.
Yeah, she's just like, I think it's one of those moments where she walks over and goes, "Oh, honey, you threw out your shoulder again. Hold still," and shifts it.
He's like, ow. Once again, the flesh is proven weak.
But
It's one of those,
resilient. It is indeed resilient.
it's one of those cases, Obscurus, where you can make a mental note. You need to get those ligaments replaced with something more
Yeah.
durable.
Definitely.
Was not really.
They were already, technically, they were already on the list to be replaced like most of the rest of me is, but they have definitely been bumped up several slots in priority.
And again, I keep telling you, it's less about the ligaments, although those are important. It's about the socket. You don't want to mess that up.
Duly noted.
We know to replace the socket with something better.
Exactly. I mean, while we're there, we might as well just take a look at this whole general area around here as well. It's a lot of parts that really interconnect, and it really works better if you just take care of the whole thing at once. So honestly, a full just upper body retrofit is really what needs to happen. When
Can
you
you
really think about
afford
it.
such a thing? Do you have enough? I don't know what you pay for, like mechanics cred or whatever.
No.
I'm working on that. It's in process, in progress. Yeah.
Part of it is time and grade within the Mechanicus. The other part is thrones.
Octavia, you all right, honey?
Yeah. No, it's barely a scratch.
All right. Oh,
Uh,
God.
It's as you're done recovering, there is just there is that not quite tinnitus tone that comes over the intercom, followed by a very automated voice. Warp turbulence detected. Warp turbulence detected.
No shit.
Please remain confined to quarters. Please remain confined to quarters.
Was we planning to go anywhere anyway?
Way ahead of you.
Well, I guess we're here now. So, another game of Ship Thrones? Ship's Tarot? Pulls out a deck.
I mean, sure.
And that's when the lights go out.
Oh,
Son of a...
It's a full 2 minutes before the auxiliaries kick on.
quick question that charming individual for whom is in charge of the medical well-being of these fine folk. Was it just the lights, or was it also internal life support as well?
Life support didn't flicker.
Oh, that's
The lights did.
I am making a call as y'all's medic. Suit up, y'all. I am not fucking around. The light's not coming back on. We ain't fucking around with this loss of life support possibility. We dressing up.
As soon as the lights... As soon as you say that, the lights turn on. I'm already halfway in my clothing before you said anything. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Then you hear which one of you actually has your Vox speed in?
I do. I always have a Vox
Okay.
Bead and a Vox Caster.
Okay.
I would say I would have a Vox bead in most cases.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
those of you with your Vox beads in, you hear over the comms. All right, 42nd. This is Colonel Noth. Suit up. Something has gone amiss.
Oh no.
I've tried to check in with our ship's liaison, and from what I got over the comms, it was nothing but screaming.
Shit.
Get your gear, get your guns, and get in positions at each of the choke points along our accommodations. I don't want anything surprising any of us.
Hearing that, I take out the bullets in my revolver and replace them all with man-stopper rounds.
I
I
think
see.
this is the moment where Diamond takes her giant bouffant hairdo, and goes uber practical with it, so it fits underneath the helmet. And
I'm
then
just imagining Marge Simpson with just like the hat on top of it.
oh no, honey.
No,
No,
It's-
you can
no, no,
do
miss.
magic with hair. You
Oh,
can either
yeah.
make it really big or really tiny, depending on what you're doing.
Every time you do that, like every time, it's like a magic trick. I don't know how you do it.
That's why I make sure you can't find nothing, honey. Obscurus, can you make sure we got a box of benediction going? Because I feel like that might be necessary in the near.
Can in fact work on that.
And Octavia Sugar, you need anything? You good? And she starts like pulling out like 4 or 5 knives that are getting hidden in random places, and then just picks up a shepherd's crook and starts twisting it in her offer hand.
Yeah, she very quickly had already put on her armored body glove and is now in the process of picking up a heavy maul. It's like, oh, I'm more than ready for what is to come.
Oh, hey, Sugar, can you got a private channel to your buddies there that were throwing y'all around? I know they said they was gonna
Oh.
give you that contact. Maybe you could see if they's well, still knocking around.
Do I have a channel to them?
You have a channel to them.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. And I'll tap over to it, and I'll be like, hey guys, you guys good? Everything?
The one you know as Morgan
Mhm.
jumps on the channel. Kind of busy, little sis. Things have gotten completely foobar where we are. Where are you?
I relegate where we are to Morgan, and I'm like, where are you?
We were on the PT field. That's going to be a bit of a haul for us, but we'll try and make our way over to you. Something's futzed with the servitors. Eyes have
Oh.
all switched over from, normal, milky white, despair, maybe a little bit cryy, to they're all orange now and rather murderous.
Oh,
Fine.
okay.
Tell them not to come to us. Tell them not to
Yeah,
come to
no,
us.
do not come towards us. There is a mess. We
There's-
will.
They're screaming coming from the others.
Yeah, there is a screaming down the hallways. Do not worry about. Don't come this way. If anything, we will catch up to you guys. Don't worry. These guys are capable. I've seen them do their thing. So if nothing else, we can at least get to you.
Okay.
I'm more
we'll
worried
hold
about you guys.
position. Just you hear anything that clicks that doesn't wear a red robe, you shoot it.
Roger that. Okay. Keep safe.
You too.
All right. Sounds like it's the servitors that have gone haywire.
Fantastic.
Um,
Oh no.
And she takes reaches into the lockbox and pulls out the long gun. Is like, Quentin, you want it?
I would love it.
Uh, Obscurus,
Yes.
I want you to give me a tech test.
Can do. Let's see here. Ooh. Well, at least that's just a really standard failure, but
You can
trying.
re-roll. That's
You can if you wish.
if you want to use a fate point.
I don't know. The servitors have orange eyes, and I know that's a bad status. So I might want to save my points for
Fair enough.
later.
Okay.
That's so
So-
valid.
So you're trying to recall the ship's complement of servitors, and it's you were so engrossed about the engine
I really
It's-
was.
and some of the other stuff that you found in the library that you didn't really dig into the servitor complement of this ship. Certainly, there's going to be no nasty surprises or anything because of that.
Yeah, no. I mean, they had enough to worry about with the mystery of this engine that I've been cruelly kept apart from. So I can't imagine there will be anything else weird going on with the rest of it. Nothing to worry about, surely.
Nothing to worry about. So you get your gear. Who's breaching the door?
I can breach the door. Well, at least I could try.
Well, yeah, this is just a standard breach. You have control of the locks, so
Hmm.
you don't have to break out, but still, probably good to be careful.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I will
Alright.
do so.
You do that, then I'll be right behind you, ready to shoot.
And I have my shield on one arm. I have the maul in the other. As I open the door and get a feel for the situation immediately outside our area.
You feel an immediate difference from what you normally feel when you get out into the hall. Normally in the halls, one of the nice things is you feel that like cycling of air, like the air has been very, very fresh. Things have been moving. It's almost like there's a light breeze down the portal. There's no breeze.
Hmm. Probably not.
Air
a client.
has gotten surprisingly stale, and the ship, which you have noted for being rather cool, almost temperate, has gotten hot very quickly.
Hmm. I hope you guys like it toasty. And
It was just
I
a little
will.
too much like hell, but let's go.
You guys get out on the corridor again. It's the emergency lane that's on. So everything's bathed in this sickly amber glow.
Hmm.
Oh no.
You can hear your fellow soldiers all grabbing their stuff, getting into different positions.
Now, were we just like in a hallway, or we're like in a wide open space?
Think a long corridor. Is about, I want to say, right, because this is the actual nice military barracks. This is a 20-foot by 12 feet high. So 12 by 20 corridor. Yes, you can drive a Crown Vic through this. Just don't try and park it sideways. But is a broad hallway. There are staggered on each side of the hallway individual like rooms for squads.
Mhm.
But at every fifth of the stagger, there's a hallway going either further internal or external. So you have T junctions
Mm-hmm.
about every like 30, 40 yards. So now you see your across the hall neighbors, as well as further down, because you got the middle one, which is also the reason why you had so many complaints about the sound testing. But yeah,
Okay.
you see the neighbors, and everyone is grabbing their gear and getting to those T sections, those intersections.
Before I take a step out, I'm gonna ask the squad, hey, just a quick question. Where are we going?
You know what? That's an obvious question we really should have had before. I mean, should we head over to your buddies? I mean, it seems to be the safest place to be.
I mean, strength in numbers, and they're capable. Trust me. So
Mhm. I mean, we saw the throws. Yeah, we know.
it won't hurt. Then yeah, I think that's a good idea unless we get sidetracked.
I mean, we was ordered to hold choke point, and a training field is not a choke point by any fucking means.
Mm-mm.
However, I do think if we hold the hallway entrance to that training field, that would be a very viable choke point to be in control of.
Ooh, a loophole. I love it. Let's go.
Okay, so
It's
That's
not a
valid.
loophole, it's using the gifts the God Emperor has blessed me with.
Sure.
so you are booking it
Yeah.
towards the aft section of this hallway.
Probably. Because if that's where the majority of, he says, a bunch of shit is going down, you want to cover your ass more than anything else.
As you're going past, you see again makeups of different squads. Now, the majority of you are just issued with auto guns, an inordinate amount of knives, and some form of additional melee weapon or a very nice knife. Again, you guys are a motorized recon group. You go in tanks to see things and then report back. You don't typically engage. That being said, you are a reconstituted regiment, so you have some irregulars amongst your number. Of those irregulars, you did absorb a few members from the Krieg Grenadiers. Your colonel, in his infinite wisdom, didn't distribute them. He kept them together because they freak everyone the fuck out.
Last thing we want is to deal with Krieg Grenadiers, especially be in front of them. They think it's an honor to die for the Emperor, which is great. It's a great honor. But sometimes you're a little too eager. Krieg are a little too eager to make sure they die and make sure everyone else dies around them.
Yeah, you end up passing each other as they're going towards the fore of the ship. And they're doing so at Prax, you'll appreciate this. Even though they're young men, again, scuttlebutt within the regiment is that the oldest number of them is 20. But they're doing that full-on walk of slow is fast. They're gliding down the portal.
As she's as she's booking it, because she moves at speed, or whatever speed that Quentin is guiding and Quentin and Octavia are setting at this point, she will turn to them and say, "Remember, we are in space, and vacuum is a bitch."
Not their sergeant, who is already far past you, but their corpsman.
Yes. Well, at least one
Just
sane-ish person.
does the universal hand signal. We know.
It bears repeating when we deal with these fine individuals. I'm going to bear repeating across the entire space. Honestly. Sugar, you
And-
just need to make sure you don't die on this vessel at this moment. Well, die, but don't take the rest of us with you.
And as you do that, if you look further back, they all pull for their bayonets and start affixing them to the end of their grenade launchers.
At least they understand that option.
There's a moment where Quentin just looks like, I thought I seen crazy stuff on void ships before, but that is the craziest I've seen.
What, a Krieg with sense, or just a bayonet?
The bayonet and a grenade launcher seems a bit unnecessary.
Seems efficient.
I mean, if you're gonna be close, if you have a grenade and you're close enough with it, you know what? Let's just go. I'm done. I'm done with this conversation.
But as you're passing down the hallway, you also see some of the other irregular elements as one of your teams has a member from Palace. Palace is kind of like the Florida 40K.
Which kind of which kind of Florida? You know, the Miami kind of Florida, or the, you know, redneck kind of Florida?
They're good old boys that actually know how. Let me put it. They're ammosexuals.
Oh, you mean their favorite band and they worship at the saint of Van Zant?
Close. Like Freebird is definitely on the playlist.
Oh, I was thinking
Uh,
of the younger brother, you know, that 38 special.
Nah, no. These guys are. How do I put this? Recoil is their god. And they have in their possession, you do not know how, and you don't know how the quartermaster hasn't taken this from them. They have an autocannon that they're setting up at one of the junctions.
How in the hell did they hide that thing?
Again, vacuum is a bitch.
They're pointing inward.
Long hallways, very long hallways.
By the time it hits something, you know, a lot of the speed's gonna be gone. I don't know, force times, whatever, math thing. I don't know how to do math.
I would
Go.
again. The most dangerous individual is Saint Isaac Newton.
I haven't heard of that saint. Is he like famous for like a battle or something?
No, he's apparently one of those, you know, one of them engine seer saints.
Oh,
Does
wow,
the math
all right.
stuff.
Okay, all right. Is he like the saint of decompression?
Well, Obscurus would know. I don't. I mean, and,
As you discussing the saint of decompression, that is not Sir Isaac Newton. That is Madame Ellen Ripley.
that's fair. Eleanor or Ellen?
Ellen is what they remember. So yeah, as you're going down, you're getting towards the aft. You pass the colonel, and he's going to talk to you, but then here's the autocannon firing.
It went that way.
And just like goes from that like I'm going to talk to never mind, and then just rushing past you.
Just securing a rear formation there, Colonel. Securing the rear of the formation. against
What
a reported
Just
threats.
fucking secure something.
See,
You know, we're already doing better than the guys with the autocannon, is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, there is the question. What were they firing at?
Do you want to go back and check?
Nope. Nope.
Our superior officer is on it.
Yeah, they got it. They have an autocannon. It's fine.
Between the autocannon firing, the las gun firing, you also hear, and Obscurus, that's when you remember the thing that you forgot.
Hmm.
As part of the complement aboard this vessel, for security and hit and run purposes as tactics,
Hmm.
this ship has a complement of murder servitors.
Oh yeah, right. The murder servitors.
Excuse me, what?
I knew I was forgetting something.
How do you forget something with murder in the name?
Look, there's a lot going on right now. Okay. These things are very loud. The alerts. So it's hard to concentrate.
The
you have
lightest.
a concussion, Obscurus? I didn't check you for a concussion. I'm sorry. Should I check you for a concussion?
It would not be the worst idea.
Obscurus, you're remembering now. Murder servitors.
Yes.
Lightest armament is a heavy stubber, which is the equivalent of a 50 caliber automatic gun.
Yes.
Essentially, the 40K version of the Mod Deuce. That's the lightest armament of them. They also come possibly equipped with heavy bolters, or the more exotic versions have multi-meltas or plasma cannons.
I mean, they're just a delight to work with, really. It's
And they all have a melee weapon, which at lightest is a joint reinforced. They've replaced the lower arm with an eviscerator, which keep in mind is a greatsword version of a chainsaw.
yes.
Or they may have an electro scourge or a power flail.
So I mean, it's basically a real just grab bag of murder.
I'm just
That
imagining.
it's really encompassed by that. It just covers so much, so many ways of murder.
I'm just imagining as Obscurus is like describing all the things these murder strippers have. That we're walking and we start slowing down, and slowing as it keeps on going, and just there's just a very slow walk towards our inevitable doom.
I mean, it's not like any one single one of them is going to have all of these things. That don't be ridiculous. No, but could you maybe run into an entire group with a variety? Yeah. I'd say it's even likely.
How much armor do they got on?
Blah.
Well, they usually, the armor varies per servitor, depends on what was human's frame was. The larger frame individuals, they will just bolt on deck plating as armor. On the smaller models, they don't really have room for that.
Yeah, so you're really going to have to approach it on a case-by-case basis. Just
Though-
really just get visual confirmation.
All of the heads do have at least steel reinforcement.
That's just common sense.
I put away the auto gun and I take out with the man stopper rounds because it gives me penetration. My handgun. This is gonna suck.
So, as you come to this end of this litany of woe, Obscurus, you finally get to the aft section of this quarter. There are a set of large, reinforced double doors um, that act as a pass through, because those double doors can either lead to a freight elevator for the ship, and then from that freight elevator, if it's there, goes through towards the actual aft part of compartment of this vessel, which after about 200 yards, you hit the PT field.
Got it.
Octavia Sugar, why don't you let your fine friends know that they should stop strategically removing themselves to our location?
I will do. I'll tap over and I'll be like, "Hey, Morgan, guys, you there?"
Yeah, little sis, kind of busy.
Oh, they're a little busy.
Yeah, we can provide backup if they move themselves over here.
Yeah, if you guys can, I don't know what's up with you guys, but if you can maneuver around, we're down the so and so, and can provide backup if needed,
And a reinforced bulkhead.
and a reinforced bulkhead.
Bulkhead sounds great. We'll head our way to you.
Roger. All right. They seem to be in the middle of something, but they will make their way towards us, so that's good. All right.
So
I'm ready.
you hear your fellows in the regiment. Again, the fighting's starting to get louder and loud down this hallway, as it's not to the exterior side of the ship. The interior sides are pretty much one after the other, are all firing. And it's getting to the point where you're going like, there were some guys that were very gung-ho to try out their specialized toys,
Mm-hmm.
but even those that are of the standard issue, you hear grenades being tossed. Like, it's not good.
Diamond is gonna look around quickly and find like an offset in the hallway, just enough that she can set up kind of a med corpsman station, right? Like not real, like, more triage than anything else.
Okay. I'm going to roll a happy sad die to see what this alcove is.
Sure, I'll go for it. It'll be fine.
It's the mild happy face.
Okay, I'll take
Okay,
that. I'll
alright.
take that.
You find an alcove that is a mini shrine.
Well, that's nice. We can pray before our deaths.
It is a small mini shrine to Sanguinius.
Oh.
Lord Sanguinius, I do apologize, but there's gonna be a shit ton of blood here, and thank you. And if you keep an eye on these folk, it'll be great. It's just like,
Go ahead and give me a willpower test.
sure, just a straight willpower.
Actually, let's make this for funsies. Let's make this a psychic mastery test.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a straight willpower test. I mean, I can't use my charm rapport,
Mm-hmm.
No,
you know. Fine.
Oh no.
Nope. That failed horribly. You know what? I am going to use a fate point to re-roll
okay,
Mm-hmm.
because of how badly that failed.
Fair.
fair.
You know, I'm not looking for the success. I am looking to do less than 4 degrees of failure.
So valid.
Fair.
You
So
know,
3
that is
degrees, though.
less.
Slightly
I will
less.
take the less. I will take the less.
You say that you're getting your gear in place, and the statue begins weeping blood.
Question: do we all see the weeping of the blood?
question to back. How many of you are actually in this alcove not paying attention to your section of the aft hallway?
I'm paying attention to the hallway.
Good to
All
know.
of my stuff is close, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to be our first line of defense.
I know myself. I do not like the idea of a place I'm not looking at nearby. I would look into the archive just to see if there's any danger. Fuck.
Okay.
All right. So I'm assuming
Written.
I'm. Yep.
You see the statue begin weeping blood.
All right. Second mastery. Oh shit.
See, you did good. I did not, but that's okay.
I look at it as like, God damn those pecs.
That's what
So
you're
valid.
focusing on. All right.
Those are some. I mean, those are godly pecs.
And
I mean, I
that
don't even swing that way, but those pecs would maybe consider. I'm just putting that out there.
and with the minor H heresy going on here.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's one of those Diamond has finished setting everything up and has shifted and it is just like turned and like lit one of the votives there and goes,
yeah.
I'll remember to report to the priest that you're having a miracle. And turns back like that. That's her. It's like, make a mental note.
Yep.
Miracle after this. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
listen to us. It's just like, she's trying to take that as a positive maybe sign. There's a miracle happening. We might survive.
Yeah.
While the two of you are distracted, Obscurus, Octavia. One, you hear the secondary klaxon sound for the freight elevator. The lights start doing their caution alert spin. As the doors begin to part. I would like for the two of you, because the other two are not close enough, to make initiative checks, please.
Oh dear.
Of course.
Let's see. Where do I do that? On the
Typically
schedule.
page
Using
2.
this button.
There we go. Found it. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you have the same initiative, which is actually kind of
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Nice.
good.
That's good. You both go before they do.
E.
Love that.
As good news, it's not the murder servers.
Yay.
Bad news,
Hmm.
it's 7 normal servitors.
With that orange eye shit?
Mhm. That look quite murderous and look like they've already.
Murdered.
The bodies on the floor, you're fairly certain, are no longer moving, breathing. They're just kind of bleeding. As the bodies mostly hunch over as they're still putting the sharp bits of themselves into the people. Look up at you with those glowing orange eyes.
See, now it's important to distinguish. These are not murder servitors. These are servitors who have committed murder, which is a completely separate class, technically speaking. Cool.
before
We should do
any-
something about that.
Before anything else happens, I would like to make a point of order. Okay?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't get to say this because we got distracted by Sanguinius and his pecs.
Mhm.
Part of the setting up of this little
Oh,
thing
valid.
was to put the box of benediction on in our little shrine. There we go. So, I know we have a blessing out of that, so there you go.
You have access to your extra group fate point.
Mhm.
So, given that you go before these 7, what would the two of you like to do?
These are standard servitors. Is there See, now this is where the player's ignorance of some of the settings shines through. Is there anything I could do with the tech skill to try and kind of disable or otherwise, present my group with some kind of advantage versus these enemies?
I have good news and I have bad news. Good news, the answer is technically yes.
Hmm.
Bad news, you have to get adjacent to them.
I figured this was that I can't really
And-
get on the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Do a direct hack.
Yeah, but there is 7 of them. That is a lot, though.
Mhm.
So you
That
know
is
what?
a
That I'll keep that in mind if I end up in melee range. But given that that is the option, I think the shooting will have to happen instead. Octavia, I don't know if you're on board with that, but I think this is the kind of situation to which guns are uniquely suited. Perhaps the tool of
know?
choice.
That's so real. There are 7 of them. But I could go into a frenzy. Like, here's the thing. I could shoot guns, or I could go
Or-
into a frenzy.
I mean, decisions.
You know,
Far be it from me to keep you from frenzying,
they
honestly.
say the best defense is offense. So, I'm gonna go into a frenzy. And I'm gonna go all in with my shield and my maul.
Hey,
It's a free action, so
And the holy music plays from the sisters. Let the bodies hit the floor, as Prax is saying. Let the bodies hit the floor.
sure it exists.
oh,
out there.
it's just a female screamo band that's doing a direct cover.
Yeah. I'm down.
Oh, I need to make a challenging willpower test to enter a frenzy.
Yes.
Right. I'm on challenging? Yes. This is willpower? Yes.
Success.
Nice.
Ah!
You are frenzied. They
I'll
are
fuck you up!
they are technically at short. You can use your move to engage.
I will use my move to engage.
And then you may swing.
Ah! Over here, and this is why we made the frenzy a power maul one. And it's just a test because that's the only button I can hit. That's a failure.
Would you like
sad about that.
to use a reroll?
I would like to use a reroll. You know, it's you win some, you lose some, and you know what?
Well-
That was a 69, so that's half a win in my
Nice.
books.
Again, these are contested, so you have
Mhm.
1 degree of failure. I have to. They do not have the best melee skill. You just managed to hit.
Hey.
Yay!
Nice.
Between your 1 degree of failure beats their 2 degrees of failure.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
what is your damage?
My damage is on this, right? So
Yeah.
it's 9 minus 1, so 8
8.
on the body.
And I believe Powermaul has penetration, correct?
Yes.
What's
2.
the penetration? Pin 2? Okay.
2.
You smack this servitor in the chest, most of it caving in. You retrieve your maul you can, as you pull it out, there's all this goo, black ichor, some blood, and in the dim, flickering amber light, you can see the shine of the thing that has replaced their spine.
Ooh.
But they're still standing. Not well, but they're still standing. Obscurus, what would you like to do?
I was explaining how I thought we needed to shoot these things, but I was given the counterpoint, flying off in a mad rage. To be fair, that Octavia is doing honestly a great point in general, like of making her counterpoint very convincing. Honestly, that said, I do not have any kind of mechanism with which to fly into a rage. Not in any way that would render me more effective in combat. Anyway, so I will instead pull out my last pistol because I just feel like I'm a last pistol kind of guy, and shoot at a different servitor. I think I'd like to minimize the chances of accidentally hitting Octavia. Although again, with this dice system, that chance is never zero.
That chance is never zero.
So I will do a ranged test, right? Challenge.
Yes.
Here we go.
That is ranged.
And ooh, impressive success.
Nice.
Good. Good. What's the damage and any
All right.
penetration?
Let's see. Last pistol damage is 5. Burst, close, loud, reliable. Do
Okay.
not think last pistol has penetration.
No,
Did I?
yours does
No.
not.
Yeah.
So, you shoot. You, again, as is training, you aim center mass. It definitely impacts. Las pistols are not flashlights. They can tear a man's limb off. However, these are just barely alive, reinforced former humans. The last bolt hits just slightly to the left of the heart. And it definitely has burned a hole through the subdermal armor this thing has. But it is still standing.
Noted.
Now they go. So 2 of them are immediately going to engage with Octavia, the one that is barely standing. And it's going to try melee, so go ahead and roll your melee, Octavia.
Got it. In my specialization, melee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
You dance out of the way of its swing.
Can I use my counterattack then?
Yes, you can.
Let's see. If you're a
Because
target of
you
a melee attack
have-
and win the opposed melee test, you can choose to deal damage to your opponent as if you made an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
With that,
Then
how do you end this thing?
that's the one I already concaved, correct?
Yes.
Then as they do so, I reflect their attack off with my shield, and as I do so, I completely open up their center mass once more, and I come in with my maul, and they just concave this way in half and crumple.
The sickening smell of burning oil, blood, and flesh hits through the air as the power field just sort of burns that all away.
Ah!
Now let's
is
see
my
if the
reaction.
other one manages to connect with you. Oh, that one has a chance.
Ooh.
A2.
Nope, not really.
Oh no!
No.
They don't.
No, they
No,
don't.
They do not.
You rolled a 5. I thought a 15 was good. Nope, nope, no.
Nope. Rolled a 5.
That's an
Sucks to
automatic
suck, my dude.
success.
Mm-hmm.
So damn, you get out of the way. Can you do the counterattack one once? Yep.
God
So-
damn.
You go ahead, you do your damage. And given that, when you use that location table, so you hit this thing's head.
Oh,
Even though it is reinforced, your maul doesn't care. And the watermelon that is at the top of this body is no more. It has ceased to be as this thing slumps over and dies terribly.
Ah!
Now, we're going to have 2 move into physical engagement range with Obscurus, and the others start flooding in past you all. Because they have places to be and people to know.
Fair.
Obscurus, roll your melee and, don't roll a 90.
Let's see what I can do. Let's see, where did my melee go? Here we go.
I mean,
I mean,
85.
I didn't roll a 90.
You can feel the air being moved by this thing swinging its chain knife of a hand towards your face.
Hmm.
If you were just 3 inches to the right, that would have been right into your nose.
Gotta admire the craftsmanship on this ship, really.
Mhm.
Let's do this again and see how. Okay.
All right, I see you presenting me with a challenge. Let's see. You know,
Get out of the way.
I tried to rise up to the challenge, but alas, my dice continue to betray me.
This is the tech priest, basically, tech priest versus servitor version of a slap fight.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing in this game, because I always, it bothers me with the systems. 30% chance for something. I'm a goddamn professional. This game is not so much about who is better; it is who sucks less. And at this point, I suck less.
Again, melee is the battle of who could suck less. Ranged is did you hit? But melee can easily tweak and adjust the system to be, if you do connect, the other person is gone. Whereas ranged, that only happens if you're using squad level weaponry. So, that's 4 of the 7 engaged. Let's see where the other 3 go, shall we?
Oh boy.
So they don't actually go down your corridor. They are rushing off towards the people that you beckoned this way.
No, they're not.
No, that's not happening.
Well, they're moving at speed, and they've used their full move and action to run. So they went from short to medium to long because they have inhuman speed. So the 2 of you now get to enter yourselves into the initiative.
Cool. Where is initiative? It is over here.
It's on the second page.
Second page.
One moment,
initiative.
please.
Oh, 6.
Okay.
That's not bad, actually.
7 for me, baby.
Okay, so
All right.
that actually kind of
So-
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin, you get to go first.
No, I rolled the 6.
And I rolled a 7.
Quentin's first.
Oh, okay. Wow, and we're going the entire different
Mhm.
order. when, when you're so used to thinking in percentile, we have to think under, and no.
Mhm.
No. Now you think up.
Now I think up. That's me.
Higher,
being
better.
a
Yeah.
brain fart.
Okay.
Go.
Higher, faster. Yes.
Okay. So, question: how does throwing work in this game?
Almost everything is at short range, and you use athletics to throw.
Hmm.
Don't
Nice.
miss, because then it gets to deviate.
Okay.
And I know how that works.
If it,
Then I'm gonna
It's not good.
if
I'm
it-
gonna use. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm gonna ask that question if this is then an error in the sheet, because the sheet, if you put in a weapon as a thrown weapon, which you can put it as, it
Mhm.
puts it as not athletics but as the ballistic skill.
Let me double check that. I may be crossing systems.
Mhm.
That's entire.
So-
It's
Let me just double check.
because it could be an error in the sheet, and the only difference is going to be 1 point for me. But whatever.
Mhm.
I will double check. So that's under grenades, missiles, explosives. And fortunately, this PDF is very well documented. It uses the thrown specialization, which is in ballistics.
Okay.
Just double check that that is what I'm reading. Let
Yeah.
me just quickly see.
A melee weapon
Yeah,
with
that
thrown
is
trait
that
can be
is
used,
the thrown specialization within ballistics.
and a melee weapon with the thrown trait can be used to make a ranged attack by throwing it. Thrown weapons
Yeah.
list as the range they can be thrown. So I guess they use ballistics.
So yeah, it's under your ranged skill, which is ballistics,
Mhm.
and thrown is the specialization if you have it. Just don't miss,
Mhm.
because it's very bad.
Well, consider they are at long range. I can't hit them anyway with a frag grenade. I'm assuming.
That is what grenade launchers are for.
Ah, that's a good point. So instead, I'm just going to shoot them a lot. The three running off, one of them, I'm going to just shoot in the back, rapid fire.
Okay.
Yep. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. And with rapid fire, let me just see this. So it gives me advantage on the roll and increases the weapon's damage by its rapid fire rating. So let's do that. So it is.
It will flip to succeed.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. I think I succeeded.
Yeah, 16 does hit.
Okay, so the damage is 6. Success levels increases it to 9. Plus,
The
that's
rapid fire rating.
the rapid fire rating, which is 3, making it 12 on one of them, right in the back.
Go ahead. Well, let's see where it's actually located.
Okay.
So go ahead. No, it rolls the hit location for you. That's at the very bottom. Body.
Oh, body.
So
There we go.
you hit it right in the center of the back,
Mhm.
and you manage to just, and do mean just, it's more the shot placement as opposed to the power of the shot. You get through the ribs and into the heart of this thing.
Dope. All right, that was my turn.
Such a shame. And she's gonna pull the auto gun and do the same thing. Are we doing this again? Also doing rapid fire.
Nice.
So advantage, and then the 78 is probably not going to work.
Nope.
8 point?
Now, are you
Oh.
clicking the things at the top of the sheet that give you advantage and the
No, I
difficulties?
didn't. I didn't click advantage on that.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah, no, the 78 will not.
Yeah.
I just want to see if it works. This is not a roll that I'm making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making
for
sure
it.
it just works.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So, wow, it's just roll 20s in the move. I was running Urban Shadows earlier today.
Oh,
and
okay. So it adjusts to a 38, and that's where it goes. Okay.
Mhm.
So because it's not giving us a flip to succeed, it's giving us a plus 20 on advantage.
Weird. All right.
Yeah.
Odd. But you shots ring out going wide.
Yeah, I'm okay with
The
that.
the bad thing is these things are more than human,
Mm-hmm.
so they're not like Space Marine fast, but they're faster than they should be.
Octavia, you might want to let your friends know they're gonna have company.
Octavia's not in right now. Please leave a message at the screen.
Well, shit, she didn't give me their number.
Um,
We're gonna have to fix
But-
that.
but now, Octavia Obscurus, you get to go.
I am. I mean, they're just real far away. All I can do is really run at them.
Well, you still have one that's right on you.
Oh,
Oh no, they are both dead. There's two that are on Obscurus right now in melee.
easy then.
You still. Ch-
And yeah, so I will turn to them, and I will once again, just in a very loud scream that hopefully echoes down this hallway, and I will go to attack them. I scream at them, and I'm like, fuck you, get away from them, with my frenzied maul. I think that
You
hits.
rolled a 1,
God damn.
God damn.
So you
and
crit.
that's to the head.
Jesus Christ.
That one's in the bleachers, folks.
Just straight up splatter gore on Obscurus.
Is this
Every-
the end of Field of Dreams? Just knock it and hit it right into the light at the same time.
Like, it should be, except for the nature of power weapons in the setting, as what the horrible things of the technology of this age is it's a normal maul in most cases, except when it's turned on. And just the head of this thing has what's referred to as a disruption field.
Oof.
It burns things at the molecular level.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's why it typically ignores a good bit of armor, as it just burns it away. It's not there. So there was a head. It's been vaporized. There is just the scent of was head.
Favorite band.
And I maneuver myself in such a way to not so much push Obscurus out of the way, but I would like to suggest that Obscurus get out the way as I further want to destroy this other guy. That's where
Yeah.
I'm at.
Good news, Obscurus. There's now only one on you. Also good news, you have a pistol drawn that can be used in melee at no penalty.
Excellent.
Oh, let's go.
So yeah, I'm going to do exactly that. I mean, I appreciate Octavia's suggestion, and honestly, I'm about to follow through with it. But that does not mean I cannot take a quite literal parting shot as I go. So let me then actually do what I was supposed to do, which actually roll the weapon itself rather than my skill. There we go. A delightful, just casual failure this time.
No significant problems. it's just in melee, and as you get little wisps of burnt skull coming across everything, shot just goes slightly wide, doesn't hit any one of you, does go into the bulkhead. However, it's not a powerful enough shot to really cause much problems. But there's a nice, good scorch mark onto the interior bulkhead of the lift. And that's your turn. Now it's go. It is not paying attention to you, Octavia. You think it should. But in this case, I think it senses that its life is at an end, but it wishes to kill all humans before that happens.
That's unfair. I'm more human than Obscurus.
It's true.
Yes, but Obscurus has more bits, and more bits means more human.
I mean, it's hard to argue with the math.
Oh, that's a 4.
Oof.
Oh, hey, you
Fuck.
motherfucker. You're supposed to be paying attention to me.
Oh,
and
boy.
I have a talent called Distracting that at any time I can impose disadvantage on tests during an encounter.
So that would be a 40. That still is a 0 success.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than a crit!
Yeah, let's see
Fair,
what
fair.
Obscurus has.
All right, it's melee that I'm rolling, correct?
Yes,
No, that's a failure.
it will connect. However, it just gets a 1 added to the damage as opposed to, it being a crit and everything else. So
Just barely, yes.
that is an impact to the body.
Cool.
Degrade your armor at the body by 1, as this is rending.
Done.
As its chain dagger hand connects, and you will reduce its damage by what the remainder of your armor is.
Cool.
And its damage in total is a 7.
Cool. So I reduce that by 3, which is my remaining armor. So I take 4 wounds.
Yes.
Motherfucker, I just tried to fix him. That's very upsetting. Now I'm gonna have to fix him more. Honestly, sometimes people cannot be polite.
And that's a gut wound.
Oof.
As
Boy.
That's where I keep my nutrient paste.
the other 2 are now out of sight down the hallway. You can hear very loud noises of hell gunfire, screams, and definitely the sound of a chainsaw in the distance. On top of that, autocannon is very loud and is now in rhythm.
That's never a good thing.
On top of random explosions, other screams, and from behind you, the sounds of bolter fire.
Alright, while we have the time, Obscurus, let me do something about that.
I'll
Well,
take.
he's still currently in melee with the thing. So
Yeah.
let's
Oh,
go
I'm
up
sorry.
to
I thought the other
work
2.
on.
I thought it had run away with the other 2. My apologies. That
No,
was
no.
me. That was Prax not understanding what she heard.
Winton, it's your go.
I'm gonna shoot a lot. Again, rapid fire on this final one. So let's go.
Don't miss.
Why would you say that? Advantage, so 46?
Okay.
That hit? Maybe.
That will just hit.
Okay. So the damage is going to be just 9.
Okay. And that will be to the left leg.
Mhm.
It is still standing.
Now, is reloading in action?
Reloading is an action.
Then I do nothing.
Diamond, return.
Well, now, Sugar, I do indeed have to deal with something, and I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Not real close, but you know, a little bit closer. And I also have a nice last pistol that would be a little bit easier. And the nice thing about it, in close quarters, it's reliable. Reliable is great. Gonna move a little bit closer and fire at this individual. Oh, it also has burst, so I'm gonna use the burst action on this one. Okay, so advantage. So it's gonna roll with advantage and with the burst. And okay, so 29.
That hits
Yeah. So
to the body.
to the body.
It just drops.
Well, there we go. It's gonna reduce its by 1, and that, you know, I think it's one of those. She just kind of pulls it from behind her, and she's going, "Fuck you! I tried to fix him already. You're messing up my work."
Now, Octavia, there are no immediate threats around you while you are frenzied, except for your allies. Is that going to prove a problem?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. They're not my enemies right now.
Right.
So, as soon as when I look around to see if there's any other enemy in my eye line, and there's none, the haze falls away, and I look down the corridor where I don't see the enemies. So I tap in to Morgan, and the guys, and I'm like, "Hey, there's two. Is it two?
Two.
Run
It's
that
two.
way?
It's two.
Two servos on the way between us two, down the hallway."
Thanks for the heads up. Unfortunately, that's not our real problem.
Do you need assistance?
I won't say no.
And I look at you guys, and I'm like, sounds like they got some problems down there, and we did let them breach our chokehold.
Well, yeah.
Much of a chokehold.
Can I borrow your shield for like 15 seconds?
Strange question. Sure, here.
Cool.
Sounds like they need our help.
I am with you with that. I firmly believe that, Sugar, we should definitely go help with those fine young men in variety of ages. And just give me one question. And she turns back to the Shrine of Sanguinius, who is bleeding from the eyes, and says, "Thank you very much for your assistance in keeping us all alive. If I might continue that existence for that protection for a might bit longer." And she's gonna take her finger and take some of the blood from the bleeding eyes of Sanguinius and anoint Octavia's shield and hand it back to her.
Okay.
And then pick up the boombox and pick up some gaffer tape and go to and
I have to roll
Obscurus's
something.
bleeding chest, gut wound.
Octavia, I have news.
Uh-huh.
Your shield has been blessed.
New
It
achievement.
increases
on purpose.
its armor rating
Nice.
for this
Oh.
scene.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Not a scrappy little thing anymore.
Mm-mm.
Now you're a blessed scrappy little thing.
Mm-mm.
Look,
Oh hell yeah.
I'm gonna give the most blessings to the person who's gonna be in the most combat.
I mean, fair enough.
So Alan. And so as soon as you hand me back the shield, I'll be like, ooh, I have no idea. Like something along the lines of like Emperor's Blessing. That's not that's like a in-universe way of saying it. And then I'll radio to the guys, and it's like, all right, come in for some backup. And I
Good. Sounds great.
And I think just for aesthetics, I think it wasn't intentional, but it ended up looking like, because she just like took 2 fingers and like took it off, it ends
Yeah.
up looking like wings across the top of the shield.
Love it.
It's like she just went
Hell
like this,
yeah.
and it ends up looking like the wings of Sanguinius.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
Quentin just gives a nod to the statue and just runs off.
You
I
guys,
grab Obscurus. Is he can I just wrap duct tape around his?
you can tape him.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a while before you get down this hallway.
Yeah. And as we're running, I reload my gun.
You reload your gun, and after a bit of running, you see part of the squad.
Oh no.
And their problem. It seems in the Rogue Trader's infinite wisdom for dealing with heavy loading and unloading, they got themselves a robotic amble.
What? Oh, sorry. In character. What?
A robo amble. You can get them on Necromunda. They make them.
Why in okay.
And so this thing, not exaggerating, is 12 feet tall. It has an insectoid-like head with massive mandibles. The eyes that are normally a sort of mild, like yellow, are radiating with power, glowing orange. There is a slight red haze coming off of it. It's massive ripper hands that are meant for handling, pallets of military grade equipment, are covered in gore. As is taking las shot after las shot to it. And it's slightly been slowed by a number of well-placed shots at the little bit of exposure on its knee gears. So we'll keep with the initiative we have. Quentin, what would you like to do?
God damn it. All right. Well. So the only damage obviously on it so far from those last gunshots is on its knees. So far.
Yeah. There's scorch marks elsewhere, but this thing is built for heavy-duty labor on Necromunda.
Mm-hmm.
I.e., this thing can take a couple of heavy bolter blasts to still be operational.
All right. Mind if I borrow that duct tape? I'm gonna do something stupid.
Here you go. Remember, if I have to fix you again.
Let's hope not. I am going. This is so dumb. I am going to run towards the amble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attach duct tape to a Krakenade and attach it to the knee.
You're
Oh,
going
you're
to
gonna sticky
attempt.
bomb it.
Yep. I'm going to attempt to do this.
I will let you choose whether you're going to use athletics or melee for this.
It is going to have to be. Let me check my stats real quick.
Which role would you like to lose your character to?
I mean, let's see here. My oh boy, I made a horrible mistake. So I can choose 30 or 33.
33?
33 it is.
The math doesn't lie.
Holy shit!
Oh, the math doesn't lie.
There we
It does not
go.
lie.
So I'm just gonna sort of like my cloak, like just flowing behind me like a goddamn action hero, so with like a cheap ass duct tape on this crack grenade. I want to emphasize it's a crack grenade, not a frag
No.
grenade,
No.
a crack grenade. This is
It-
a fuck you armor grenade.
This is doesn't these things don't have your standard frag AoE.
Mhm.
In fact, it only has an explosive burst in full of 6 feet in diameter.
So a targeted claymore. Good to know.
Yep.
But this thing can crack light armored vehicles. It's not. It's like a explosive and thermite had a baby. So you managed to effectively call your shot, hit your target.
hmm
How much damage does this thing do?
It does. Let me get the exact stat because I want you to hear this.
Yeah.
I believe it is, in fact, just a small little. Yep, there we go. 12 with armor penetration of 4.
Oh, okay. So with your success levels, that's an additional 2, so that's 14 AP for him.
Mhm.
I have news. Its leg is crippled. It hasn't been blown off entirely, but it has a giant chunk out of it. It can only drag that leg now. It's still standing.
Then, in that same motion, seeing that, I also can't do anything, but I also take out my pistol and get ready for the next round.
Okay. Diamond, it's your go.
Just a quick scan, everybody here. Those fine friends of Octavia's absolutely charming young men. Any of them dying?
A number of them are injured, but the ones who are here aren't dying. There are a number of them that are being dragged.
Mhm.
Like, you remember seeing 12 of these people
Yeah.
the
I
other
know.
night.
That's gonna be a problem. But
There are 6.
yeah, it's gonna suck real bad in the future. But so there's none of them are actively currently mechanically in the state of dying.
None of them are in the state of dying, but again, 2 of them are being dragged. One of them is being held shoulder to shoulder.
Okay. In that case, also, can I then also ask the question? Just scanning around, are any of them stunned mechanically, or
No, none of them are stunned at this point.
or frightened?
No, these badasses are practically insane and fearless.
Cool. That I just have a talent that has a very specific list of things, and I need to check.
If you went in the other direction, you'd be using the hell out of it.
Yeah, I gotta work with what I got. Can I get to the most grievously injured individual that I see?
Yes.
Cool. That is where she is going.
As now the amble has a new target. It's Quentin shaped.
What I do?
You drew its attention like a motherfucker again, but that's alright, Sugar. We appreciate you. Where are the people who are actively bleeding? I have a skill set. And she's got duct tape. She pulled out her other roll of like medic bag, and she
Yeah.
brought the boombox with her because
The record holder, Lindsay, is one of the ones that's being dragged because, well, she's the biggest of the group.
okay, well,
But you see that she has a ample digit-sized hole in her thigh.
Ugh.
well, that's a nice plug then. That's going to keep her from bleeding out from that femoral artery. That's real useful for that.
It didn't nick an artery. That is the one miracle that you are counting today.
Cool. I have duct tape, and a medic's bag, and going to town to try and do something for her. and she'll just kind of like run over and look at whoever's dragging it and is like, get the fuck out of the way and leave this to somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're doing, sugar. And you go shoot that thing real loud, lots. I mean, telling you go do that. Also, as a free action, she's going to I'm going to use my Air of Authority and try and make a rapport test with
Okay.
them. Yeah.
Given the situation, I'll say you have advantage.
Ooh, okay. Advantage. Okay, so a 22.
You succeed. It is a full success.
So, okay, so that means that I now get +1 influence with the group until the end of the mission, which
Good call.
can be useful.
Nice.
And then she's gonna, fully expecting that her command to get the fuck out of the way and leave the medic to the medic to the medic, and let the person go back to shooting. She's gonna turn to the individual and go, well, that's a bit of a problem, honey. Glad thing you didn't take it out. That would be a real problem, sugar. How's your back doing? And she's just gonna start doing what she can.
She just says, "Not great, Doc," and uses your back as a platform to fire this thing that is known as a Ripper gun.
Nope. And she goes to do it, and I shift her like 3 degrees away from my ear. I do
Okay.
not need to lose my hearing to that recoil.
Fair enough.
Like, she's not
Think
moving it
of-
far, she's just moving it like here, you know?
Think
And-
of a 9mm shotgun.
Again,
Like,
don't need to lose my hearing to that gun. But gonna try and keep her alive at least. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna spend the fate point
okay.
to re-roll.
Okay.
A 5
Much
is a
better.
lot better.
Worth.
A 5 is a lot better.
So, significant success. Now, Octavia, it's your go.
Ah, yes. Okay. I am going to, I'm just making sure I can do it again. I mean, nothing says I can't, I guess. So I am going to go into a frenzy again, or at least attempt to.
Go ahead and roll your willpower.
Willpower. Shame. That's a no.
That's a no.
But frenzy or not, I'm still gonna go and
Try and
attack.
engage it.
Yeah, try and engage this motherfucker. Switch to page. Nope, the regular one. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna re-roll that one for me.
Fair.
Okay.
Ooh, you just succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Just is all I need. And it is, oh, it tells you over here.
That's the right arm. Yep.
Right arm, 2 pen.
2 pen. You crumple this thing's floor. Again, you're used to this wall going through things. This actually crumples. There is that much resistance. Then you all guys experience something truly awful as the arm doesn't explode, but it erupts with exceptionally hot, like coffee, hot blood spilling upon the ground.
Ugh.
I need all of you real quick to give me discipline tests, please.
I am rolling like a king this session.
Shh.
Well, I am not.
It's okay, I got you.
The plan over here.
And I
Would this happen?
succeed exactly.
Okay.
Would this happen to be a pain test?
No, this is not pain.
Okay. She, a girl has to ask. Oh, doesn't
Not
matter.
that you need to worry.
Mhm.
The only person who's working right now is Obscurus, and it kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
This is a machine.
Yeah.
Machines don't bleed.
Rude.
Machines do not bleed blood, especially that volume of blood.
Like a Kurosawa movie level of blood coming from this machine.
We are dealing with Evil Dead levels of
Oof.
blood.
Yeah, no, this is upsetting.
Horror movie.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not good. Obscurus, you are afraid.
I am afraid. This is true. Speaking of which, I have a question. Did I regain any wounds from being duct taped earlier, or was that just sort of a keep my insides from further spilling out kind of situation?
In this case, because you do not have the gradient of time, this is just a stop things from getting worse
Cool.
check.
Cool. Just making sure that we hadn't forgotten. All right, cool. Well, given all that, Obscurus will express his fear by muttering repeatedly under his breath that he was told there would be tanks. He distinctly remembers being told that he would be inside of one. It's really more of a mechanic than anything else. But otherwise, I guess he would try and shoot this thing from afar. He sure as hell is not running up to this thing to try to hack it or anything like that. Especially not given that I am apparently afeared.
Go ahead and raise the difficulty of trying to fire at this thing.
Yes.
To hard.
Hard it is. All right, let's take a wild shot. Cool. I shoot. Who wants this? Who wants the last pistol?
Wait.
Because I got
The-
last
the-
pistols
the
for
last-
everybody except the bad guy.
The last no, but the last pistol is reliable.
That it is.
So the good news is that's not technically a fumble. That is just a significant failure. So what happens is, in your fear, you pull to fire. Your hand is fumbling, and you manage to eject the power pack.
Yeah.
It hits the deck. The gun does not fire, but it does not have a catastrophic failure.
Yeah. That's just embarrassing.
It's okay, I got you.
Should I survive this combat? I'm never going to hear the end of this one.
It's okay, I
No,
got
you won't.
Now, what we do Pokemon for they're not doing hot. Yeah, the team's not doing so great. Yeah, your Marines are kind of compromised.
I wonder why.
There we go.
That one isn't.
That's the one that I talked to and gave a direct order to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I rolled for all the injured ones first, and all the injured ones rolled like they were injured.
Yeah. There you
The
go.
one that is completely free of dragging anyone has, or helping to carry somebody, has full usage of their hands, and manages to finish what Quentin started with a hot shot volley gun. So think a full-on backpack-powered Lasga
Nice.
that has full automatic fire. And with a full auto burst, just sort of sweeps and cuts the thing at that remaining knee joint, and then as the thing's falling, follows it through, cutting the other joint at the hip. The thing is just gushing blood fucking everywhere. And as the leg comes loose, a number of human skulls pour out of the hip hole.
That's your problem right there. It's not supposed to be there.
And yeah, I need you all in the face of this absolute horror and impossibility to roll me another discipline test, please.
Great.
Do I just roll as normal challenging, or is the fact that I am afeared make this one a hard
You will
roll?
roll at normal challenging.
Gotcha,
Now,
gotcha.
now, I did fail, but I do have the. I forgot what it was called. I did.
Astounding failure.
I mean,
I was told I was going to be
Are
on the
you-
tank.
I'm serious.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No.
It's okay. I got Obscurus in a hot second. Literally, I got Obscurus in a hot second.
Oh, all right. I
This
do
is
have.
a normal test. This is for corruption.
Oh, this is not frightened. This is corruption.
Yes.
Oh, god damn it! Never mind.
So, for your degrees of failure, take that much corruption.
Christ.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that's
Oh,
5 for
boy.
There's
me.
only one. Oh, it makes sense that PB is the only one that doesn't because she's got the blessed shield on.
Oh, god damn it!
I can take 1 point of corruption.
I've got 5 beautiful points of corruption. Just beautiful.
You've already used all your fate points,
Oh right, fate.
Dan?
My fate point. I forgot about that.
No. I'm saving them for a real bad time. This is just Tuesday. Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna use a fate point.
These are
Because
just
I forgot
skulls coming out of a guy's hip.
Let's
Yeah.
try it.
A
And
machine's
Only
hip.
one. Okay, you know what? Slightly better. Only 1 corruption. I can live with that.
Delightful. That's your tell stories, folks.
Is it Quentin's turn yet?
Oh, is it my turn?
No.
Oh,
As we get to the bottom of the round and the amble has expired, new sirens come on. Emergency translation into real space. Emergency translation into real space.
hold on to something.
I think she braces whoever she leans over and braces the patient in front of her.
As yeah, there is this. For a moment, everything tastes like purple drink. And there's this faint smell of polished brass in the air. And you translate out into real space. There is this slight little jolt to everything. And a couple of beats later, you no longer hear the sounds of gunfire.
I think.
You do hear your colonel in your Vox beat. Everyone, please report in an orderly fashion.
Well, Sugar, we're here. We're all mostly alive, and we got yourself a bunch of Marines who may not die if I can get back to their work. And she kind of turns that off, and then turns to Obscurus and says, "Hey, Obscurus."
I didn't even know where the tanks are stored. And I
But
was,
it's okay. We don't have to worry about the goddamn tank right now. Look at you. You got a
Yeah.
big ass ship. How is that not better than a tank?
They were inside the ship.
Yeah, that just means that the little bugs, and you're real good at squishing little bugs. And I can make a test to try and get rid of his frightened status.
Oh, please.
It's called gallows humor. I love it.
Mhm. Nice.
You
There we go.
succeed.
You removes the frightened condition.
Mhm.
Is anybody and then she turns and looks at anybody actively dying?
I mean, when
No
think
one that you
about
can
it.
bring back.
Sorry for your loss. Any more ambles we need to worry about? Was that the only one?
That's the only one that's the one that was left.
Ah, fair enough.
There were two of them.
Badass. Badass that you killed them, not that you died. You know what? I was trying to be encouraging and I failed utterly. I am sorry. I guess we should go back to command.
Good call.
And I'll go up to them and do a little forearm
Yeah.
thing. It's like, good job, Marine. Just full of viscera. Just viscera.
just covered in like Dragon
Like
Age
both of
levels,
us.
origins, gore.
Except I think the shield is oddly clean,
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is
Except for the
spotless.
wings.
except for
Yeah.
the blood
yeah.
wings that are there.
Yeah, yeah. But it is spotless.
Yeah, no.
We have a holy relic now.
It's more like Dragon Age Inquisition. The shield is clean. The person behind the shield is kind of
Yeah.
No, because she's a warrior. It's only from the waist down.
fair. Yeah, above the belt there might be like little flecks of blood.
Mhm.
Below the belt,
Red paint.
soaked.
Just red paint.
That was a splash zone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
All right. Obscura Sugar, let's get you someplace lying down so I can take a look at that patch job I did. And all y'all boys are good, or you need someone else to take a look at y'all's problems?
I'm good.
I'm also good.
Yeah, sure. It's just taking as much care as possible to get as little of that blood stuff on his robes as he can. It's just disturbing. That should not be there. Those should not have been there.
no. Good news. As the butcher bill comes in, your regiment only suffered 9 casualties.
That's crazy.
That's pretty. Yeah, that is crazy. I expected
That's
so many
actually
more
really
dead.
Kind of
Yeah.
good.
Is it mostly Kriegsmen?
See. You lost all but one Kriegsman.
You know
Is it the
what? They
corpsman I
went out
told
doing
not
what
to
they
be
loved.
crazy?
It is the corpsman. I have to make another roll.
Mhm.
I have news.
Hmm.
You're being assigned the corpsman.
Jesus Christ.
You know,
I can train him.
he good listener.
I can train
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
There's potential there.
Before we continue on to the next section here, there is something I wanted to do after the fight, which is just I wanted to do a perception check, whatever that is in this game,
Yeah, awareness.
to see if there is anybody creeping up in the rafters, essentially.
Go ahead.
Awareness. It's called awareness in this game.
Yep.
And you get to decide if that +1 applies or not.
Oh, it does. There's no one there.
Okay. Just wanted to know how voyeuristic this guy was. If at all.
So yeah, the aftermath. There is a lot of mess everywhere. There are a number of the ships Mechanicus, but they're not the normal ones. There is a different group that you are seeing for the first time. Obscurus,
Mhm.
go ahead and make me a tech test to see if you recognize these individuals.
Let's go. That is a success.
It is a good and right thing that these individuals are on board. It's disturbing how many there are on board.
Mm.
These are Texorcists.
Oh,
These are individuals, the Mechanicus, that are charged with the disposal of things that possess scrap code or worse. And
Mhm.
apparently they have teams.
I mean, given what we just witnessed, it makes perfect sense that they would be here, but that is a lot of them.
Yeah, no, for example, from your time on your Agra-planet,
Mm-hmm.
you know your Agra-planet had 3 Texorcists for
Oh.
the planet.
Yes.
There is an entire team of 10 that is helping to clean your hallway.
I mean, those are going to be some real clean hallways.
Like this place, there is no smell of blood anymore. There is just so much holy incense.
Comforting.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, one of your master sergeants, this is Johnson, who is a master sergeant primarily because this bastard refuses to die.
For him. Emperor as well.
Yep. Powered by spite. Love it.
Doesn't have the best rapport with people, but he's one hell of a shot. Checks in. Okay, so you're all good.
Doing fine, sir.
Mm.
Oh, we gonna be right as rain. And she kind of like looks at him and is like, "Did you get checked for a concussion yet, Sugar?"
No, no concussions. I'm fine.
I believe that. Not a blessed bit.
If I was concussed, I'd be more pleasant.
I've seen you concussed. You ain't been pleasant a day in your life, Sugar.
It's pleasant twice. First on my wedding day, then my divorce.
You were shit-faced on your divorce day, honey. That's not the same thing as being pleasant.
I was right pleasant and shit-faced. Anyway, you all look to be mostly in one piece. Obscurus.
Hmm.
Diamond's good, but there's a Medicaid deck next floor up. In 6 hours, see that you're upstairs. Don't piss off anybody.
A bit late for that, but yes.
Don't piss
on
off
my way.
anybody new.
On my way, sir.
Good. The lone survivor is going to be assigned to your squad.
Lone survivor of what?
Grenadiers.
Oh, one of them lived, huh? Wait, with us?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Now, Sugar, how much re-education are we supposed to be giving this fine young man?
You can only be educated tradesmen so much. Just, if you can do myself and the rest of command a favor, break the kid of having the designation 947. No one should be numbers.
Oh, honey, that's gonna be right pleasant. And she grins.
Just go somewhat easy on him. He's no Creeksman's right, but he ain't right.
Well, you're right.
No, boy ain't right. And he is a boy. If you see him without the gas mask on, he might be 17. Might be.
That is crazy.
So, fold him in. He's a good medic. Best that group had. However, he is far better at digging foxholes and keeping track of supply.
Someone good logistics. We can go with that.
Just don't be surprised if he just starts making shrines in random places.
I mean,
Good boy.
we've seen the benefits of shrines already, so I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Oh, because I love Emperor and stuff.
See that you do. In any case, cycle your last packs for your auto guns. We're going to get dispensation from the Road Trader's office to get more munitions. Hopefully, we'll get better munitions. File all of your reports from the after action, as per usual, in triplicate. And try and get those done within 2 cycles.
I knew I was always going to regret the day I learned how to read.
No, it's not the reading. It's the writing that's the problem.
That's fair.
Well, that's what Eddie's. And he just walks off.
Well, Obscurus, apparently you got a date with some fine actual doctors. Octavia and Quentin, I think we might need to requisition, or more accurately, reposition a small atom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
What are
I figured we need to be bringing that little statue with us.
Oh,
Oh.
they might even have more in the temple. This place
mean-
is very, very,
I mean,
very much up to code.
I mean, fair enough, but I mean, just saying the one we saw seemed more special than the
And
other.
communication with the divine was with us, and I figured
Yeah,
that,
yeah. So we should probably just go ahead and grab some. Do you think anyone will be? I mean, that seemed more like somebody's shrine that they made up a long time ago and forgot about. So we should be okay just grabbing it, right? Like 100%.
we'll leave a note.
We'll leave a note. We'll definitely leave a note. Definitely leave a note. So since we're backing up, I'm just gonna go ahead and
Pretty stupid.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it.
What's the normal stat line for a normal person? What's that number?
Most normal humans, straight characteristics across the board are 25, 24, 27, really.
Okay. So I am a little stupid. Okay.
It's okay. She's got.
Um,
Diamond is apparently really good at lifting things. She doesn't lack it. I think it's because she's had to carry Obscurus around, and she's kind of. It's that level of like.
Fair.
No.
It's that
A lot of
fireman
lifting.
training, right? You have to be able to
Mhm.
lift the heaviest member of your crew and their full gear if there's an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
All docs within the Imperial Guard are either the toughest of the group or the strongest of the group. There is no difference. Funny thing is, Doc's supposed to be the smartest of the group. He's never the smartest of them.
I never claimed to be the smartest. I just, occasionally.
But Doc is almost always either the strongest or the toughest.
Diamond's got a 39 strength, which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's stronger than me.
Mm-hmm. Much stronger than me.
Again, Doc. Doc
All
is
right,
either
so-
strong or tough.
So,
This- These are the rules of 40K. I don't make them.
yeah, question like the shrine. I don't know how big was it. Can I like just carry it myself or?
As you get to it, you realize a problem.
Mm.
Ooh.
There's where the marble ends
Mm-hmm.
and where the marble actually ends. It looks like there's a lip to this large plinth in which the statue is sitting atop of.
Mhm.
The color around the column
Mm-hmm.
is just a sheath, a
Mhm.
bronze sheath that leads to the rest of the marble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking you need an ogren to move it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Or, conversely, a squad of space marines.
No. An ogren is ever just so slightly stronger than a space.
Yeah, I know. I don't have one of those readily available, but I do have influence with a bunch of space marines.
Well,
You're gonna
no,
try to.
not Astartes. You
True.
have normal space marines.
I have marines.
I'm referring to Astartes. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Space
Astartes-
Marines. Just
And Astartes could lift that.
Yeah.
Humans, even mildly augmented ones, it's going to take a number of them.
all right. So this is not going to be a. Sorry, this is not going to be a carry situation, especially because we do want to do this without being noticed by the world.
Also, to sacrilegious, we don't want to damage shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm going to put it to you this way. It would require the entire 90s offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, you mean the shit offensive line?
No, I'm talking about the championship offensive line.
I would like to remind you that that quarterback got sacked 16 times by a certain individual by the name of Lawrence Taylor.
Yes, but Emmett Smith didn't get touched
Emmett Smith
Because-
wasn't the target.
because Emmett Smith was the one that paid the O-line.
Diamond, could you stop talking to God for 5 minutes about football so we can get back into the game?
The answer is always football, God, then family. God appreciates football.
Okay, so yeah, no, like
Mm-hmm.
this thing is heavy.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we'll put a pin in that idea.
Mm-hmm. Although,
I'm telling you guys, the temple is great. They might have an extra one that
Mhm.
they would love to
question.
lend us.
You know what?
Question.
I'll
Is
let-
sorry, is there still leftover blood on the statue?
That's the thing. You get back to it, there's no blood.
well,
It's clean.
clean or cleaned.
It looks pristine.
Okay. So it doesn't look like somebody came in with and actually cleaned it. Okay.
Well, this might have been a short-term miracle, so we might not need the statue. I'm not just saying this because I don't want to carry it, but I don't want to carry it.
Well, then perhaps we just need to. We get ourselves, you know, we get Obscurus to. We need Obscurus to paint us something on the side of our armored vehicle.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
We just need to dedicate everything to Sanguinius because he's apparently the one watching us now.
You know what? I'm down. Big fan. Love the wings and the pecs.
Meanwhile,
As they walk back.
um,
I think there was this whole scene as the two of them were examining it. It's like, nah, this ain't gonna happen.
Obscurus.
Yeah, no, I'm off to see the people who very distinctly hate me in particular.
You get to the Medicaid deck.
Funny how they're suddenly out of anesthetic.
No, they're not out of aesthetic. But you do notice that this entire Medicaid deck is run by sisters. This is nothing but sisters' hospitality. They don't even have normal naval corpsmen. It's just sisters. There are some people here who are very happy.
Mhm.
There are some people who are less happy. You get a strange assignment as you are. It's full Medicaid deck. You're
Mhm.
effectively in an ER. You get your own little like cubby. The interesting thing is your nurse.
Mhm.
She's blind.
Ah. Well, I mean, surely she's still a skilled practitioner of her art.
She comes in, looks you over.
Mm-hmm.
Not the worst patch job today. Enough to keep you in one piece. And she sniffs. Looks like you also have nasty fall in you.
That is generally speaking correct, yes.
Okay. Well, doctor's relatively busy. I can definitely give you something for pain, and I can definitely clean the wounds. But as for getting you properly stitched up, I'm going to let somebody who has the actual gift of sight do that.
I appreciate your dedication and work.
Thank you. As you are being ministered to, the other thing that you see is a strange sight.
Mm-hmm.
You see sort of like kids not quite running around playing, but there are definitely children on deck. They're not injured, and they also don't seem to be attended by anyone.
I mean, this feels like it's not quite regulations, but then again, this ship is the regulations are more of a suggestion from what I'm seeing more often. So I'm not going to exactly raise an alarm, but we'll keep a curious eye upon them.
Mm-hmm. It's about 4 hours before you finally get seen.
Mm-hmm. Best healthcare in the Empire.
Hey, I wish half the time the ERs I went to I got solid.
Exactly.
At least, probably by hour 3, I think, Octavia would have come to see how Obscurus is doing.
Wounds are fully cleaned. There's light dressing, but he still is in need of like full-on stitches, and probably after the stitches, he's probably going to be issued a bunch of antibiotics. Considering just how filthy the all of you was from the blood explosion.
Yeah, I'll show up and I'll be like, ooh, you definitely took some nasty hits there. You're not full of gunk.
Not anymore, but it's all in the service of the Omnissiah, and also because I should have been inside of a tank. But hey, that's something that we'll discuss for next time, I suppose, once they're finished with their repairs. Have you, by any chance, noticed? And I asked this because I'm trying to run some diagnostics after everything, apparently concussion and all that. Are there children just kind of like there? He kind of just points at one.
You follow his finger, and in fact, yes, there are kids.
Yeah.
If you look out of the cubby, as it were, you see that there's like a not insignificant number of children just around.
Yeah, surprisingly dexterous. One almost ran into me, but like managed to move out of the way as I was coming your way. Yeah, there's a few kids here.
Is that normal? You know, again, my bit of my first time on a rogue trader's vessel. I was, you know, just back where I used to come from. It was less of just children everywhere, especially what with the dead and the dying and the wounded.
Is that normal?
No,
No. Nor of the sisters just like the way they operate.
that the kids are being mindful not to get into anyone in importance way, but
Yeah.
they're just kind of like chilling, hanging out on the deck.
Yeah, it is a little odd. Maybe it's like a daycare also. You know, nowhere safer than with the sisters. They fall, scrape their knee, then quick little patch job, boom, they're back playing.
Your nurse comes in, overhearing this. In emergency situations, it is common policy for the children can make it to fall back to the Medicaid deck, considering that all of us are armed.
See? The sisters. You are very capable, but it seems even more so on this vessel.
I am safe to say that Arcanis says that while the Lord Captain may in fact be the one that holds the warrant of trade, this is her ship. And
would
this is
explain
her
all.
deck.
Would explain all of the statues. I mean, I'm glad that the kids were safe up here. No problems up on this deck.
Oh, things tried to make a problem. They were dealt with.
Exactly what I love to hear. And the Emperor's will was with you.
Also, we all drill regularly with our weapons.
I don't squint, but I internally squint at like, why would you just not accept the Emperor's will? I'll turn to Obscurus and I'll be like, does that make you feel better about the whole thing? About your head being knocked around?
A little bit. I, again, just wanted to make sure that I was my sensors were operating within parameters, and yes. Also, I have started to develop an annoying little bit of a sense of perhaps regret for having caused some small amount of unpleasantness with all of these. I'm sorry, he says to the nurse, like, for earlier misunderstandings.
Oh, you're that tech-based.
And sorry about it is, I believe, wanted to point that out.
He's been very sorry.
I'm
really trying to make it up.
kind of turns slightly over to have I committed a faux pas again?
Yeah, no, sure, they're fine. They're professionals. They're professionals.
Yes,
They're not going to let a little slight affect their work.
No.
Yes.
Again,
Maybe your
You're-
work, but not their work.
you're of the Martian priesthood. Suffering is nowhere near holy enough to you. We wouldn't burden you with godliness.
Yeah, tilts his head like. Again, very sorry.
She just walks off.
Just nod next time. I think that will. It'll be, yeah.
I am starting to notice a pattern when I speak. Yes, of events.
It's no longer 4 hours. You're seen just a few moments later by the doctor.
Delightful.
I see. We have an express needed. Let's see how bad you're.
Oh,
Let's see just how bad you are and get you patched up quickly.
I do appreciate fast service. Thank you.
We will make this quick. I am just going to. Let's see here. Where is? There's your port. Cool. Excellent. Give me a moment. Those things over. You are dosed. Like, Octavia, you have never seen anything like this. Obscurus is conscious, and then 3 beats, he is out cold.
I don't know anything about medicine. I just think that's cool. Like, whoa, technology is great.
They can
No
just
need
turn
for
them off.
talking, moving, or twitching. Not need any form of commentary while I am doing this work. Very quickly, like, sutures are in, everything is dressed. The doc, not the nurse. The doc comes back in, just hands you Octavia. There's his antibiotics for the next 2 weeks. Do us all a favor. Keep him either in bed or keep him away from the walls.
I will do my best, Doc.
Bless you. And
like,
we will get a chair for him. You can roll him back to your deck. Not want to see him again.
you know, thank you so much for wishing well on his health. All right. Let us go. Obscurus. My loopy, it was half passed out friend.
He is out cold.
Yeah.
They have him strapped into the chair. And like
Man,
full on like Weekend at Bernie's with the tech priest.
Man, this express service is great.
Yeah. Yeah, shit, all the boy was earlier. This is just like efficient.
And yeah, Quentin, Diamond, but the two of you are done conspiring about figuring out how to extricate that particular shrine and have now gotten the scuttlebutt of the battle that happened. Octavia rolls Obscurus in. Diamond, you are familiar enough with Medicaid. They directly dosed him.
So they went for general rather than a local anesthetic. He told them who he was, didn't he?
He sure did. But
That makes
hey,
sense.
got him out of there faster.
Fair
All right.
enough.
Come give me a hand. Let's put him on the bed. At least this way he can't move. And reopen his stitches.
And I'm like, here are his antibiotics. They said for the next 2 weeks, and to keep him in bed and away from the walls. Doctor's orders.
I gotcha. How you doing, sugar? You all right?
Barely, like, sort of, head pops up the walls are where all the things are.
Not right now, they're not. And she just kind of lifts you, and oh god, you need to lose some weight. And by that I mean we need to remove some extraneous augments. And she just kind of like
It's not the augments that are extraneous.
We've had this conversation.
As you get him in bed, there's just an announcement. Diversion to nearest planet.
Oh,
We will
fuck.
be. We will have high anchor in 30 hours.
Oh, going to a random planet. Love it.
Maybe we'll get to use the tanks.
I guess that would be nice. Which
Uh,
reminds me, we should probably do that. So, what do you think for the design? Just wings, or like, do you want to make it stylized for the tank, or what?
I mean, I think it needs to be stylized for the tank. You know,
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
thing coming down, sword of glory,
Oh, yeah.
shining shield. The shield's got to be a big
the shield's
thing.
important. The shield's super
Shield
important.
is super important.
Also, we gotta impose that thing because you know when you did the blood thing on the shield,
Yeah.
it still looked like wings. I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't your intention. You were just gonna do a thing and put suddenly wings. That's important. We gotta make that like the primary like focus of the imagery. I think.
Yeah,
you
I think
talking
so.
about painting? As a man in a gas mask is now darkening your hallway, he has all of his kit with him in his hands.
Oh, there you are, Sugar. Come right on in. Now, what's your name?
947.
Honey, that's not your name. That's a designation. We need to know it, but that's not your name.
That was the name I was given at birth.
That's great, but that's not the name that you chose. So I'm Diamond. That there's Quentin. There's Lady
Hi.
Octavia over there. Obscurus. Well, he's not currently with us. Just kind of don't touch him. But
We
you look like a Steve. We'll go
I
with
do not
Steve.
like Steve.
Huh?
I do not like Steve.
Well, then you should have picked a name, Sugar.
My name is 947.
That's a designation, not a name. Like I said, Steve. I can keep calling you to find some other name. Now, put your shirt over there. You've been through medical. Also, you're gonna need to lose the mask occasionally.
Mask only comes off for feeding time, as per regs.
Yeah, but you're not a member of the Krieg anymore. Now you're a member of the complaints department. And part of that is a skill with talking to people. See? Quentin even does so, on occasion.
Occasionally, yeah. Hi.
Your whole designation and creation is now changed. Welcome to your new existence in the service of the Emperor. Also, yes, we're thinking about a giant plankton praising the Lord Sanguinius on the side of our tank.
Okay.
How are you
There's
with an
the
airbrush?
tank. Quite good, actually.
Oh, good.
Really? Like, do you like? I've never known a Kriesman to like being into painting and stuff like that. Like, is that?
That's part of a regular training. We will be able to paint designations on artillery pieces.
Okay,
Oh.
Good. So we're gonna put you in a design. Lord Sanguinius is centering from on high. Shield. And show him the shield, honey. Show him the shield. She kind of gesture. We're gonna need to recreate this shield exactly. He done gave us a miracle, and we need to be praising him. Praise the Lord. But you eat enough, honey?
I have my regular rations as per regs.
That's nice. Have an apple. I throw it at him.
This feels squishy.
Yes, I know you're gonna bite into it and eat it.
Yep.
I'm not used to squishy.
You'll get used to this. Trust me.
These are better nutrients for you.
It's within regs.
Of
Yep.
course, it's fresh rations, honey. I wouldn't give you anything that was against regs.
Gas mask looks down at Apple. Gas mask looks back up at you.
We're gonna need you nice and strong if you're gonna be part of the crew. This one looks like maybe our doctor, but she lifts the most out of all of us.
You want arm wrestle, honey?
No, I usually lose those.
Oh, good. We'll get you
Oh,
built
see?
up some.
Yeah.
Uh,
Otherwise, if you can't lift Obscurus, then
Yeah, it's part of our training to be able to lift Obscurus for any type of
No.
situation. He tends to fall down a lot.
I should be able to lift the tech priest, but My brothers were always stronger.
Well, I'm sorry that your brothers were always stronger, but we're gonna work on that now. How old are you really?
18.
I said really.
18.
As of when?
Time gets weird in the morning.
I mean, fair. Fine, we'll go with 18 for now. So, Steve, get yourself in the corner, get ready, and I guess we're good to go unless Dom, you got anything else?
Oh no, not yet.
Do you mind if I set up a small shrine?
Sorry, what was that, Steve? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up, honey.
Do you mind if I set up a small shrine?
Oh no, that's what we're doing. We're gonna pay giant shine to Sanguinius. He done gave us a miracle. But you also gotta make sure it conforms to the regulations of Octavia. She kind of gestures to the or other zealot in the room.
He sets all of his stuff down, and reverently he unzips his rucksack, goes through, and finds a small black. The gold gilding on the cover, the leather cover, has chipped. But he like pensively walks over to you, Octavia, and hands you it roughly says a Kriegsman's primer on the divine and the holy cants.
Very cute.
This
And
is the branch of the Minister that we are from.
and I'll did you say he hands it to me or just shows it to me?
Yeah, hands it to me.
Hands it to me. So I grab it with a lot of care. I hold it with a lot of care because it's obviously well loved. And I look at it, and it seems regulation. It seems everything is in order. Oh, that's not the.
As you
Everything's in order.
flip through things,
Mm-hmm.
you are a zealot.
Mm-hmm.
By your own standards, this is extreme.
Oh. My own standards, this is extreme.
Also, by even the Inquisition standards, this is technically a death cult. But instead of sacrificing others to the God Emperor, they sacrifice themselves.
I feel like it would be like faux pas for me to be like, this is a lot. So I will look through it, and I mean, so long as there's not a capital H heresy in here.
No capital H heresies, just things that make you go, you thought you were hardcore. These guys are kind of twisted.
In my head, I'm like, I've heard of you guys before. And I, after finishing looking through just to make sure there's nothing bad hidden in there, I hand it back very lightly back to this guy and to Steve. And I am like, everything seems in order to me. Go ahead.
Thank you. He moves again. It's this weird thing. He glides more than he moves like a normal human. Everything is smooth. Everything is done with purpose and speed. And in just a few moments, he has taken everything out of his rucksack. Everything is organized in a very specific place within regulations. And somehow, he has gotten a hold of wood of unknown provenance. And has cobbled together a gorgeous portable shrine to the God Emperor. And has at the base of the shrine a box that you think contains the ashes of his fellows, and has also acquired 3 slightly gilded in certain places human skulls, and has those at the top of the shrine. It is fully within religious regs, Octavia.
Yeah.
But this is weird even for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to ask, the skulls, were they like your group, or did you have the skulls before the whole thing happened?
Oh, no, these are the skulls of each of my previous sergeants.
Oh,
Don't tell your current sergeant that.
I already did.
And that's why he's pissed at you. Honey, remember, not. You have to remember that you are also to give your life as an extended being, not just your death in service to the Emperor.
Again, he hasn't taken off the gas mask yet.
I don't know. We'll get
so
there.
it's just this dead stare at you.
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna be a blast.
Oh, we need to. Speaking of, and she goes and she hits the box of benediction boom box, and it's like, and we just blessings from the Lord.
Trivium's What the Dead Men Say starts playing.
Could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It plays for a while. You can't tell if he's really into it or just standing.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. All right. Well, there's a long pause. There's a long thought. She turns back to Octavia. She turns back to Quentin. Checks on Obscurus for a moment. Then turns to this guy. All right. Now, first things first. When was your last physical?
That was before boarding. So,
All right.
what, 6 months?
So have you seen a Medicaid since the kerfluffle?
No, I am fine.
I didn't ask that question. I said, did you see a Medicaid since the kerfluffle? Both of them understand the rules. And she kind of gestures to both Octavia and Quentin.
Yep. Have another apple.
What's it with the other one, which is like somehow this man has dubious balance as he has balanced them on the edges of the bunk bed.
Well, that's a cunning skill. Again, did you see a medic after the kerfluffle?
Well, technically, I am the medic, so.
Then you know the rules. You see a medic after you get shot at.
One piece.
Mm.
There are no. I have had no cuts, abrasions, bruises. There was no explosions in my direct vicinity. I'm fine.
Again, you know the rules. You go see a medic if you get shot at. I didn't say you had to get hit. I said shot at.
All right, I will take myself to the medic deck.
Mm-hmm.
He opens the door. As he does, it's just in time. The Marines are here.
Oh, honey! Y'all, great. This is Steve.
Just him
They-
staring up, them
no,
looking
no.
down.
They all look down at him. He looks up at them. All of the Marines, the smiles go off their faces, and they just part like the Red Sea
Oh, don't worry,
in
Sugar.
front
He's
of Steve.
don't worry, Sugar. He's part of the new crew. And she kind of makes eye contact, is like, I'm going to break this boy. It's fine.
Morgan looks at you like you're insane.
And she kind of looks back like, I didn't ask for it. Now I'm gonna do it. Like,
Like Steve walks out, they walk in, and like they're all patched. They're obviously high on drugs. The ones that had holes in them.
Just like our guy.
Yeah, but they're vertical. They didn't get dosed.
With all the shut the fuck up juice. Yep.
Like, to put it mildly, Obscurus got hit with morphine, Benadryl, and shut the fuck up.
you can't do nothing if you can't move.
Yep.
I'm having a
Sure,
good time over here.
It's in his own little world. As they come in, like I go around and like pat some backs, and I'm like, you guys patched up? Y'all good?
The pain and the grief will set in late. Right now, we're just kind of here. How did you get the Kriegsman?
He was assigned to us. The rest of them did not make it. Did not make with during the battle. So
So the
Sergeant
Scuttlebutt's
gave him to
true
us?
then.
Which one?
Scuttlebutt? What scuttlebutt?
Yeah.
The Kriegers fought a demon.
You know, I wouldn't turn it down as an unlikely ability. We did have ourselves a miracle. Them having a demon seems on board.
They all are just like in shocked silence.
I thought you wanted to keep that on the down low.
And she kind of gestures as like, these are the down low. They've adopted her.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. So
And,
we
like, almost in unison, they all point at Octavia and at once say, "She is cis."
Yeah. All right. So we were off fighting, a bunch of servitors. We turned a corner and we saw a shrine to San Great and Mighty Sanguinius. All praise be. And of course, his eye started bleeding, and we thought, "Oh, this is a miracle." And we started fighting. And I guess we just felt inspired and fought really well. We actually put some of the blood on that shield. So look, the Octavia, if you can show the shield. And I don't know what happened there, but it seemed stronger or something. I don't know. Anyway, that happened. So I'm not sure if maybe there was a counter to the demon attack. I'm not a theologist or anything like that. I don't know the thingies, but there was a miracle that happened.
That's a lot to digest.
Would you like a drink to go with it?
We brought some of ours, but we'll happily take some of yours. As they then produce like hip flasks, bottles, like the full on E4 magical arts of
Yeah, yeah.
As I say, well, we can't be showing up in this. I mean, we don't have alcohol, but we do have fruits. And I start throwing pears and apples at people.
Oh, Quentin.
What?
what you saying to these fine folks that we don't have alcohol? And she turns and she's gonna just push a closet open. I'd had Obscurus take care of that. Because she had Obscurus build a still in the 6 months we've been on this ship.
How did I not notice that?
Where do you think I get medical regulation rubbing alcohol from?
I'm going
Oh.
to say that from Obscurus's experiments,
That's fair.
that were repurposed after the incident,
Yep.
Incident.
you have a functional still. There are some consequences to this.
Yeah, like blindness.
No. It's not the blindness that's the problem. Again, Obscurus, would you just quickly roll me a tech roll, but
Oh,
at
no.
a different difficulty? I would like you to roll this at, for you, easy.
Can do. Let's see how that goes for me. There we go. There
Okay.
we go.
Okay.
All it took was making it easy.
So this still has been fully enclosed, insulated, and baffled, so no one can see, nor hear, nor smell its operation.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is absolutely stealthed. It also has one other added benefit. It can be quickly disassembled within 20 minutes, and it takes about an hour to reassemble.
Good. So when we get a truck, we can put it on the truck. It is
Bang.
medically necessary.
Yep. We need to drink for science.
No, it's for
Um,
it's for medically necessary sanitation for wounds and shit.
So
Oh, we do
will
that for that too.
I will say that now most of your fruit is gone. It has been sacrificed to the still.
That is I will accept that sacrifice.
I was wondering where all the fruit went.
You now have, I will say, one jug of Ployne moonshine.
Oof.
And Lysander does ask a very important question. These particular Marines,
Yes.
I don't remember if we said what their designation was.
Their designation is they are shock troopers. They are
Okay.
Imperial shock troopers. They are Imperial naval shock troopers. To put it in more common parlance, for those of you who are fans of the setting, these are the equivalents of Tempest Science.
Ah. Oh shit. These are the elite of the elite.
Yes, they are human. They have not been enhanced much. And no, they have access to the high-end weaponry, hell guns, and the like. You're fairly certain one of them that is no longer with us had a Meltica. So no, these guys are shock troopers who have been assigned to this ship. They are within normal human size and proportions, exception of one, who is she is all of 6'9" and definitely has had some muscle enhancement.
And I kept her alive.
Yes,
Oh,
she can
yeah.
also drink all of you under the table.
That's not
Fair
so
enough.
nice.
Yep.
All right, then let's get in here. Just be careful of the shrine over in the corner. That's the new guy's shrine.
They
a little
all
hardcore.
look at that thing as though it was a three-headed dog.
I mean, technically, it is with 3 skulls. So
It's a 3-headed shrine, so
yeah.
so valid.
They give that thing the space.
Mhm.
These people are essentially fearless.
Mhm.
They give the shrine and what they now associate as the Kriegsman's bunk space.
Mhm.
Probably for the best. We don't know him very well yet. All right. Now that that's been established, let's get the drinking.
And the festivities begin. We will figure out just how badly those festivities go next time. But before our outros, get another shot of space as the ship is doing a full burn into system. And is headed for a planet. We get the nice little like digital scroll across the bottom as we zoom in on this white blue planetoid. This is Parallax Prime. It is labeled Death World. Underneath that, in current rebellion.
You go to the nicest places.
So, let's go around, find out where these wonderful people are, where you can find them. As for me, I have been your storyteller Pope. You can find me as Pope World Builder over on Blue Sky and start playing games. This has been absolute delight. We got to see our first taste of combat. Everyone survived. And only some small patching and small problems. So, how do you all feel? First, let's check in with Obscurus. How you doing, buddy?
I'm at the moment having a great time. Geez, all right. Wait. We doing just the outros, or are we doing like final scenes?
Outros.
All right.
We will pick up with the partying and thoughts.
Excellent. Good. I'm hoping our medical expert remembers that I probably should not be given any kind of alcohol, considering the sheer amount of other stuff that currently coursing through my system. But hey, we'll see how that goes next week. Tune in.
Your medical expert remembers, and she herself is probably not going to imbibe as much because, again, medic on scene.
Excellent.
But we'll see what other people do.
Exactly. But hey, everybody, I'm Dan, known as Uncivilized Dan online, where you can find me. Where once again, I beseech you, do not do that thing. Do not find me. But if you must, that is the name I will be under. I am a occasional guest on this show, and I am you could say I'm something of a regular on a rather long-running podcast that I will let my one of my many co-hosts, who happens to also be on this very show, give you more details on.
And let's throw to that co-host. Hello, Arvandus. How you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing? Name is Jesus. Go by Arvandus on the interwebs. You can find me as Arvandus on most of the things. And as Dan mentioned, I've been a part. He and I and a few other friends of ours have been part of the podcast for Fanable for 15 years. We're old. And it's a great podcast that has been mentioned. You've probably never heard of, but we've had 15 years of great games if you want to listen. But I also am part of a YouTube channel called Arvandus, where I go over the lore of various war games because I'm that type of nerd. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Someone who is definitely not in a nutshell, but has done their fair share of nut cracking. PB, how you doing?
Hi, I'm PB. I'm doing well. I'm PB from PB Plays Inside, where you can find me over on Blue Sky and on Twitch. I do TTRPG things, usually solo, GM-less TTRPG things. And this month, I have 2 games coming up. I have one where I'm going to be playing a game called This Person Should Not Exist by Speak the Sky, which is a game in which it's kind of like SCP-ish, Cthulhu-ish energy with a Where's Waldo book. So take that as you will. And the other game I will be playing, that will be October 21st and 28th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is going to be a game of Asher's Ridge, a game by Rory Montford, where we will be people playing in a paranormal TV show. And it is going to be myself, Trooper SJP, and Other Doc joining me in this GM-less game, where we are going to be some very fun characters that I cannot wait for you guys to meet, and in a very interesting setting. And right now over on my channel, I am working during the weekdays on the map for that game. There's already one in the book itself, but I wanted to take a crack at it because it's a topographical map, and I've never done one of those before, so I wanted to mess around with it, and so far that's been a lot of fun. So if that's of any interest to you, feel free to stop by. I'm also doing co-hosting a game jam over on itch.io called the Meat Circus Jam. It is a jam in which we encourage you to write a TTRPG, a setting, or a supplement that involves meat. And if you want to extra challenge yourself, to do it about a meat circus. And that is running through the entirety of October. And we just got our first submission today, a really fun map, and I am very excited to see what else will come up it. I'm co-hosting it with my friends Kiana Shaw, Dylan Grinder, and Ethan, otherwise known as Super Robot Bear on the internet. So it's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. Aside from that, Octavia is... she's hyped. This was a great day for Octavia. The only damage she took today was from falling out of her bunk. So she's feeling great about the entire situation. Most of her friends, her Marine friends, are alive. She was able to help them not all die. She helped, her friends not all die by helping hold off these mad scions. And she thinks maybe she has a direction for this investigation that she's been assigned. So she's feeling good.
Someone who is helping to make everyone else feel good would be Diamond. Hey Prax, how you doing?
Hey everybody, I am your friendly neighborhood Prax. Thank you for this. This is a lot of fun. I appreciated it. I appreciated the fact that nobody died. Nobody died. That was the goal. Like, nobody I was responsible for keeping alive died. Other people died, but I was not responsible for them at the time. So, I have so much fun with this. I can't wait for next week. But before then, if you missed out on any of last session or the beginning of this one, hey, there's a YouTube. All of the VODs go there. They're in nice, neat little playlists. And at the end of it, I'll turn it into a podcast, and it'll be easy, and you'll be able to check it out there. Also, if you want to support the channel and what we do here and keep things going and, all of the fun, wonderful people that are here, there's a Ko-Fi. All of that goes back into the running of the channel, layovers, art, all of those kind of things. Overlays, not layovers. Overlays. It's a very different thing. There's also merch. There is indeed a merch store. It exists. You can check it out. I'll probably be adding to it in the near future. But, as for where you can find me, I will be back tomorrow, maybe with Pope, for more Pope and Prax plot avoidance, as we play through our community playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, and avoid the plot. Like, we are hardcore avoiding the plot as much as we can. We are DLC level avoiding the plot at the moment. That is where we are. We'll probably be doing that most of the week. We'll be back here on Sunday for some more fine friends dealing with the horrors of the 41st millennium. And then you should pay attention because there'll be other announcements coming, but I want to preface this by the fact, I want to preamble some stuff with the fact that I have decided to outdo myself again for my annual Veterans Day stream for Fisher House. That will be technically 3 days of streaming for the Battle of the Branches, because Veterans Day is on a Tuesday this year, and it makes it difficult for people who have like real lives to come and help me do some fun things. So there'll be the Sunday before, and then the Sunday after we'll also have games for that. But you'll find out more about that once the time comes. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I appreciate all of my fine friends at this table. And we are gonna go into raid into the roleplay reflect crowd, and we are gonna go start with go raid into them because Lafla Lindy, Wandering DM, Trooper SJP, and their special guest are doing some expanse. So we'll go raid into them and see what they're going on with. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.